Greetings. Happy New Year. Welcome to another segment of Keep the Beat with Pete. It's 2025, and I hope you enjoyed The Little Drummer Boy. That's the Count Basie group orchestra with Clayton Cameron, the brush wizard on that one. And what I thought I would do in sequence to that is work a little bit with The Rudimental Ritual, Alan Dawson. There's an excellent book by John Ramsey, and he has a rudimental ritual in here. And he has, it's a book, you could get the audio with it, you get online access and all that sort of thing. But what I think is important about it is the rudimental ritual, you learn it with drumsticks, but you practice it with brushes because your articulation is important. So today, let's just take a quick look at some of those rudiments in there, not the whole rudimental ritual. That would be a very long video and be quite involved. But the idea is to play with brushes, get the articulation, and then see how that translates over into playing with sticks, okay? So some of the more difficult ones to execute, obviously, the very first one is the three-stroke rough. Now, without getting into debates, is it 1, 2, 3? With this, in this case, it's so it's left, left, right, or okay, instead of which, rudimental traditionalists might say three-stroke rough is only rough, but we'll set that aside. Okay, and we'll just stay with, okay, three-stroke rough, we're going to play it the way it's written here. So what does that mean? Well, with brushes, you don't play the same way you do with sticks. Obviously, there's rebound with sticks. So when you play this with sticks, you'll get a nice rebound. Pick a light pair of sticks, thus making it a little easier. So if you're on the beat, wow, that's easy, relatively speaking, compared to get the same effect. So you're working your wrists. I think some finger mechanics and hand mechanics are in there as well, but you're really working a lot harder to get that articulation. So some tips on how to practice this. In the book, he says Alan Dawson is teaching it with like a bossa nova, right? Okay, type of thing. But even if you just did. You're trying to go right on the beat. And naturally practicing it slow is what the ticket's going to be. And some other pointers. I've got my brushes just a little bit clipped here because when you really fan them out, now it's even more difficult. Like a weightlifter, now you're putting more weight on it. So get your brushes a little clipped, a little in, and work with your tips. See that? Not so easy. to get that and to keep it. But then how does it come into play? Okay, so you're getting a nice all your rudiments. Start getting them nice and clean. Carrot them. You know, and then you start naturally working in and out of them. You know, sequencing from one to the next. So, carrot, stub and stroke, carrot. That's, you know, kind of where you go with all these rudiments. Radimaque. Every single one of these things, and the whole, almost every rudiment I can think of is covered in here, the way that Alan Dawson laid it out and practiced it. But you could practice it with either 26 basic rudiments, you could practice it a lot of different ways. The essence of it is articulation, so tips of the brushes. Now, that is all work, and then the work you're putting in with the brushes. And so really what's happening is you're making your hand work in conjunction with the natural flow, because a lot of times, going back to basics, it's taught, and even that gets controversial, but with the tap and rebound. And then, if I let go of the stick, it'll fly out of my hand. Some people say if I let go of the stick, it's going to fall on the ground. I mean, I've seen it all different ways, but basically, there's a person here, and he's holding the stick. So it's going to come back. If I let go of it, a lot of times it flies away. I mean, we could talk about, letting it go, and then if I let it really fall, it would fall down. But just assuming that for a minute you had a cantilever, it's going to go right there, right? So now you have this thing on, but now you're working with it. I like to say you're going in conjunction with nature. It's like it is a Zen kind of thing. This law of physics. You're saying, oh, that's nice. I could even augment it. So that's coming from this kind of work. Okay, so that's it. You could take all your rudiments, all your patterns, all your favorites. You're working with the brushes slightly clipped, as I call them, tips, 5-stroke roll, five, 7, 9, you'll find that this really helps develop your hand mechanics. So this is really not only an ear training thing, picking up the nice articulation, so you could really, hear your phrases better, but it's really going to train you to get those wrists and fingers. Clean up all that stuff, whether you're playing with brushes and certainly with sticks. There you have it. Get your brushes and practice the rudiments. This book is very good, John Ramsey, because you could hear Alan Dawson's, there's a whole bunch of audio. You could hear him talking about improvisation and different phrasing and his whole idea on that, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But if you were just going to focus on the hand mechanics and the rudimental ritual, if you get your hands on it that way, that's good too. But as I say, it's a good book, and I have no. I've mentioned a lot of books in these videos, and I have no commercial benefit from it. Okay, but it's just what I think is very valuable and helpful if you were going to try to develop these things. All right, so get the brushes, clip them a little bit, really, phrase your rudiments, flams, paradiddles, roughs, okay, drags. And you will see that when you pick up the sticks now, you're really working with Mother Nature. You're working with the whole flow of the universe, which is striking the drum, letting the music come out of it, and you're getting everything you possibly can. Okay? For you new subscribers, welcome aboard. For those who've been with me for a while, thanks for watching. There'll be a lot of things coming up this year, as I said. So remember, we're working on mechanics in this case to help you create the beat that you keep.